talking, nigga. You lost your
I lost it.
From what?
Got nothing against Eminem. They can rap, but I care about us more. I don't want to go through. I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want. For 22 years, every time I do an interview, they ask me about Eminem.
From Puff Daddy awkwardly calling Fabulous Daddy on repeat to Kanye West dropping rants that left the room dead silent. Here are some of the most disrespectful interviews on Drink Champs. First up, we have Puff Daddy's daddy drama with Fabulous.
Bag at Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my bag
I like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag
Daddy,
at,
I like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you
Oh, it's right here,
scrambling
it's
and
right
scraping for
here.
shit.
No, I got
I
notes
like
and
that.
shit. Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my bag
I like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag?
Daddy.
Fabulous and Jada Kiss are on Drink Champs to talk about their album, Freddie vs. Jason. Cool, right? Then, out of nowhere, Puff Daddy decides to crash the party. At first, it's kind of funny. He's all hyped up, bringing that Puff energy, and honestly, it seemed like he was just there to have a good time. But oh man, things took a turn real quick.
When you scrambling and scraping for
No.
shit. No?
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go with that one.
Make a
that
wish.
one.
Just blow it out. It's your
No.
birthday every day.
Every day's your birthday on Drink Champs, goddammit. I'm in.
Where I look
Did you miss
back on
me?
where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real, because I'm saying it seems like a thing.
I
with
miss
this
partying
birthday
with
party,
Puff, man. I
Man,
miss
but I'm
partying
talking about
with
for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
First, he starts singing Happy Birthday to Fabulous. All right, a little weird, but not totally off the rails yet. But then he starts calling Fabulous Daddy over and over again, and that's when the vibe shifts. Like, how many times can you call someone daddy before everyone in the room is cringing? Fabulous's face said it all. He was not here for it.
But me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying? Eyes, brother.
Oh, man.
Eyes.
And then Puff gets all up in his feelings, asking why Fabulous won't party with him for his birthday. Bro, what? Fabulous tries to keep it polite, like, yeah, we've partied before, but Puff isn't letting it go. He keeps pushing, making it all kinds of uncomfortable. The other guests are just sitting there, probably wishing they could teleport out of the room.
Nigga,
Fab Big Groove. Go ahead.
No, Groove. Groove. Come tell the story. Groove, we're intoxicated.
Listen.
Oh, Groove, you helping me build that beautiful, nice guy, Rastafari brand of yours, huh?
I come
see you,
in,
man.
I'm walking in.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
Happy birthday, dear Fabulous. The only got the name that I want.
By the end of it, the whole thing felt like a fever dream. Puff was pouring shots, lighting blunts, and basically making everyone question why they even showed up. Fabulous was visibly over it, and honestly, I don't blame him. If someone called me daddy that many times, I'd be ready to leave too. Absolute chaos. But that awkwardness is nothing compared to Lamar Odom's emotional moment.
You talking about where you going with it? We love you, bro.
Yeah.
All right? All what you be saying. We love you. Nigga, the only reason why we asked you to come here is because we love you.
Yeah.
That's it. So anything else you thinking about or whatever, that's cool. I don't give a fuck. Listen, all that. I'm telling you straight up as a man, I with you. I feel like you with me. I feel like you that's right there. I feel like I with him. And we good. And that's it. That's all the we need. All the other you gotta relax. You gotta relax. And because we don't bring out
Lamar Odom's been through it, like really been through it. So when he showed up on Drink Champs, you'd think they'd go easy on him, right? Nope. They jumped right into the deep end, asking him about his struggles with addiction and selling his championship rings. You could see it on his face. He was not okay with these questions.
Diego
It's
is
not a
fucking
dive bar.
cringing. It's my friend. I don't care. But and did Nassim get his cake? No, okay.
Oh, let's take Nassim to the Wood Tavern.
No, yeah, Nassim go to Wood Tavern.
Nassim is not having fun. Sitting right there for his birthday, bro.
So, being through everything, getting out the hospital,
Shirt on.
huh?
Eh?
Shirt on.
Eso mismo.
Salmon and all.
Getting out the hospital.
Do it for your mouth, son. Good.
He kept saying he felt disrespected, and honestly, you could feel that tension through the screen. He wasn't just saying it to say it. The guy looked genuinely hurt. And N-O-R-E? Instead of backing off, he kept digging. It was like watching someone poke a bear and then act surprised when it growls.
Where? Where? See, you felt disrespected in your last draw?
Nah, through this whole situation, man.
I'm not understanding. We having fun.
Like, make a beat, but put your shoes on, like my feet.
Yep, I will.
If you was Noriega interviewing Lamar, like how would you feel? Everything is like
Good.
up and up, like you keeping it a buck, like especially like thinking about the whole relationship, how this even went down, like nah, like I It's like the whole angle and all that on this whole interview and all that, I just feel like.
Lamar tried to explain how he was feeling, but it was clear he was struggling to get the words out. He'd pause, take a breath, and then try again. But the more he talked, the more upset he seemed. It was like he wanted to say, "Can we not do this right now?" but couldn't quite find the way to put it.
Don't judge me like that, because that's not what happened. All right. That's not what happened, bro.
Nah, you ain't gonna like.
You're good.
Yeah, nah, but you dealing with that's bigger,
Right.
than even the situation that we going through, man. Like I understand that shit, man.
Right.
Just like how Diddy understand what he going through, how Jay understand they going through whatever.
Right.
That shit gonna come and pass, man.
Right.
And we laughing at it. On
I
the boat.
never violated our situation.
You heard what I just said though?
Yes, I did. Diddy and Jay going through this shit.
And we laughing at it on a
We
boat.
laughing. Yep. Yep.
The whole vibe was heavy. You could tell he was reliving some of the worst moments of his life, and nobody in that room was ready for it. NORE kept trying to smooth things over, but by then it was too late. The damage was done. Watching Lamar sit there, visibly upset, while everyone else tried to keep the show moving, man, it was uncomfortable. Definitely not one of Drink Champ's finer moments. Lamar's story was heavy, but Kanye's rants took things to a whole new level.
To Cube, because Cube been labeled an anti-Semite. First of all, we are Semite. We Jew, so I can't be anti-Semite.
Right.
First of all, I need my 4 stadiums back. The 78 media outlets that called me abuser when I was trying to get that away from my kids, that was tattooing my kids' names on them, Skeet,
Right.
Pete Davidson.
Right.
They popping up. You know what I'm saying? It's like Trevor Noah, not even from America.
This one was like a car crash. You didn't want to watch, but you couldn't look away. The second he opened his mouth, you just knew it was about to go off the rails. He started talking about Jewish influence in the entertainment industry, throwing out all kinds of anti-Semitic remarks. It was wild. You could see everyone in the room trying to figure out if they should step in or just let him go. Spoiler, they let him go, and it did not get better.
Jewish Zionists that's about that life, that's telling this Christian woman that has 4 black children to put that out as a message in the media. So when I drive by and I see the Hulu ads and I say the JP Chase Morgan ads, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, the devil is a defeated foe. You can't poison me. And by the way, y'all done already with me so much. Y'all already Black Mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends.
Then Kanye decided to defend Candace Owens' documentary about George Floyd. He straight up claimed Floyd didn't die from police brutality, but from a fentanyl overdose. Like what? You could feel the energy in the room just plummet. Even the hosts looked uncomfortable, which is saying something because Drink Champs isn't exactly known for censoring anyone.
Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these all you
Wait,
hold on.
Okay.
All you you know what I'm saying? So about me, now let me say it calm. You about Michael.
Right.
I'm Michael now.
And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, Kanye started calling out other rappers like Meek Mill and Puff Daddy. He basically accused them of working with the feds. I mean, at that point, it felt like Kanye was just seeing how far he could push things. NORE tried to step in and steer the conversation in a different direction, but Kanye wasn't having it. He just kept doubling down.
The level of disrespect. Every time they say one of my outfits are bizarre. When the last time you read a headline and they called me a billionaire? For 3 years, Forbes wouldn't say I was a billionaire. It's all to diminish me so y'all wouldn't listen to me. So say when I did the Ye and Drake show, right? It's so funny, I look up and it said Ye, DRK right there. But I look,
how you see it.
It's just a
Are you
similarity to
dyslexic
it.
like me?
I'm
dyslexic.
yeah, absolutely. Gemini dyslexic, left-handed, made to be right-handed, so I could fit in.
Okay. All right. That's all right. Continue. All right.
The backlash was immediate. People weren't just upset, they were furious. NORE even had to apologize later, saying he felt like he failed as a journalist. Honestly, it was one of those interviews that's unforgettable, but not in a good way. If you thought Kanye went too far, wait until you hear Kodak Black's chaotic interview.
Everyone tells me like Pompano is one of the craziest places on earth. For a person that never been there, can you describe it to the people?
Pompano beautiful.
Right.
Yeah, Pompano beautiful.
Hold on, I'm gonna drink some champagne. Y'all gonna join me? Y'all want some champagne or y'all good?
With a champagne.
Yeah, champagne. Which one you want to pop? With the gold or the pink?
Won't no oil though.
Okay.
Want no liquor.
You don't want no liquor? Okay. Well, I'm gonna pop some champagne. Which one should I drink? The gold or the pink? Gold? All right, cool. Let's start with the gold, Jamie.
What
The pink. Okay, let's go pink. Let's go pink. My bad. Yeah.
Kodak Black's Drink Champs interview was straight up bizarre from start to finish. The dude showed up restless, barely making sense, and acting like he didn't even know why he was there. It was like watching someone wander into a conversation they were never part of. When they asked him about his Haitian roots, he started talking about his soul and what would happen after he died. Like, what? Everyone was just sitting there, probably thinking, is this really happening right now?
You never been to Haiti either? You plan on ever going?
When I die, I hope my soul go there.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. That was him.
He said when he's dying.
I know. I heard he said.
And then there was the QuickTime game. You know, the part of the show where they ask guests to pick between two options? Kodak wasn't having it. He kept rambling about random stuff that had nothing to do with the questions. At one point, it felt like the hosts were just nodding along, hoping he'd eventually say something coherent. Spoiler? He didn't.
That's what we doing. But ain't no, my people ain't gonna care nothing about that. You can't try to, my people ain't good. What? We already know, bro, friend, the boys down, they bunch of calling and stand on his business. Like, what you talking about?
You know, I deal with more rappers than Yak, because Yak don't with nobody, man. Ask me about that. This is what I tell them. I be like, look, man, Yak look at...
The weirdest part? It wasn't even entertaining, it was just sad. You could see NORE and DJ EFN trying to keep things light, but even they looked concerned. After the episode aired, fans and other celebs like Joe Budden started speaking out, saying someone needed to check on Kodak. I mean, they weren't wrong. The guy looked like he was going through something. It's one thing for an interview to be chaotic. That's kind of Drink Champs' whole vibe. But this was on another level. You couldn't even enjoy the train wreck because it felt more like watching someone spiral. Honestly, I just hope Kodak's doing better now, because man, that was tough to watch. Kodak's wild moments were tough to watch, but Tony Yayo's heated debate brought pure tension.
I was born in LA. I was born in LA.
What are you?
Raised in Miami.
Yeah,
crazy. Ice Cube over.
In my top 5 is Big L.
So you would say Ice Cube got better verses than Biggie?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool. Today's agenda had the suitcase up in the Centra.
Biggie's in my top 5. Biggie's in my top 5. My man.
You create the
no Vaseline. Obliterates that. Obliterates that.
So you saying
Death Certificate as an album?
Hold on.
Death Certificate as an album?
This is why I hate this industry shit. Hold on. So you telling me Ice Cube is a better storyteller than Biggie?
Lyricist? But Biggie's one of the best.
You lost.
So, Tony Yayo came on Drink Champs ready to chop it up, but things went left real quick when DJ EFN gave his opinion on who his favorite rapper is. Yayo casually asks the question, probably expecting EFN to say Biggie, because, it's Biggie. But no, EFN throws a curveball and says, Ice Cube. Ice Cube over Biggie? Oh, Yayo wasn't having it. You could see the disbelief on his face. Like EFN just said, water isn't wet.
Big Ice Cube is better than Biggie with storytelling?
As a totality, yes.
Fucking. You lost your
I lost it.
From what? Today's agenda to I got a story to tell?
From where Ice Cube come from?
And they men pull up and all that. You saying, don't get me wrong, Ice Cube is fire.
Are you serious?
Storytelling?
Are you serious? NWA? Death Certificate? America's Most Wanted?
You're bugging.
Kill at Will?
No.
Are you serious?
What started as a simple question turned into a full-blown shouting match. Yayo was like, are you serious? Ice Cube? Over Biggie? And EFN wasn't backing down either. He's over there trying to explain his reasoning, talking about Cube's storytelling and legacy, but Yayo's not buying any of it. Biggie had better verses, better storytelling, everything, Yayo's yelling, and honestly, the alcohol was definitely talking at this point.
I just say,
got the suitcase up in the Centra. Go to room 112.
That's a little Ice Cube.
That's a Jersey dude. That's a
Yo, bro.
He stayed in New York.
Who else? Who else has balls?
What's my man? So you saying today's agenda?
What agenda?
Got the suitcase up in the Central. Go to room, fill the frameless, leave all of the niggas stainless. You saying Ice Cube got better balls than that?
Ice Cube got better balls,
You lost your mind, bro.
Biggie didn't have the time to expand.
Your mind, bro. Biggie killed with just that. Today's agenda.
Nah, bro.
Got the suitcase up in the Central.
Ice Cube was the better.
Nah, you're bugging. Now you lost your mind.
No.
You're bugging. You're bugging.
Anybody else?
Hey, was that Biggie version on this post?
Anybody else? What do you want to say?
It got heated, fast. Yayo started questioning EFN's entire knowledge of hip-hop like, you don't even know what you're talking about. The vibe in the room shifted from fun to tense real quick. EFN tried to keep it calm, but Yayo kept pushing, rapping Biggie's lines like he was trying to remind EFN of the greatness he apparently forgot.
Anybody else? What do you want to say?
Bugging.
You're
if
Biggie's
y'all
side.
agree, y'all are crazy. Biggie is the best lyricist ever.
No, but
today's agenda got the suitcase up in the Central.
Listen, Biggie's one of the best.
Feel the playlist.
I'm just personally Ice Cube my favorite.
All you hear is, come on, bro. You mean to tell me Ice Cube got better balls than Biggie?
Yes.
Nah, I love Ice Cube, but you're bugging.
In totality, yes.
By the end, it was less of a debate and more of a shouting contest. Yayo wouldn't let it go, and EFN stood his ground. Everyone else in the room just looked like they wanted it to end. It was one of those moments where you're entertained, but also kind of uncomfortable. Like, chill, guys, it's just a debate. Speaking of heated moments, Benzino's rants were on another level.
When he picked me up from jail, I could tell that. So Al Sharpton picked me up from jail in the limousine and with a secretary. And I went to the hotel with a secretary and beat it out. This was Al Sharpton's secretary. We paid Al Sharpton like anytime we needed people with picket signs, we paid Al Sharpton. When I went to Al Sharpton's church in Harlem, Al Sharpton would have the with 500. Anybody got $500? The would come out with Al Sharpton's $500.
The man came in hot and never cooled down. From the jump, you could tell he had one thing on his mind: Eminem. It's like he's been holding on to this grudge for 2 decades and decided this was the perfect time to let it all out. And let me tell you, he let it all out.
We talk about Eminem, yo. That's why we here tonight. Huh? Down with Eminem. And my thing is this, bro. My thing is this. My thing is this.
We don't
That
even
nigga
need
ain't-
quick time
That
slot.
nigga won't face me.
Right.
When we was in Puerto Rico, I was with my man Wes. We popping the dashboard with the guns in the dashboard, like we caught. Who's this DJ FM? Who's Eminem's DJ at the time?
Greenland. Benzino didn't just rehash his beef with M. He went for the jugular. He called Eminem racist and downplayed everything he's done for hip-hop. Like, bro, we get it. You don't like the guy, but this was next level. He even claimed he had tapes proving Eminem's racism, saying he paid $15,000 for them. At this point, everyone's looking at him like, what are you even talking about?
They trying to kill me right now, bro, because of this I'm saying, because it's deep, bro. Let me tell you, his fans, bro, his fans like him because he's white. They don't this. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me get all the way funky with you. That's it. What? That's it. What? Let me tell you what this is, right? Eminem was born in Missouri, in a little town where there's no black.
And it didn't stop there. He started sharing all these wild personal stories, like getting shot, threatening people, and random grievances against other celebrities. It was like his entire Rolodex of grudges got aired out in one sitting. The man was on a roll, and the hosts, they were struggling to keep up. NORE and EFN tried to steer the conversation back to reality, but Benzino wasn't having it.
He came to Club Zeno, bro. R. Kelly came to Club Zeno, bro. I don't give a what people think of R. Kelly. Yeah, shout out to R. Kelly. That man's doing all these years, man, and people. Man, R. Kelly's a man.
Yeah.
Whoa. This is good up back here, guys.
Is he a legend?
Yeah, he's a legend.
Is he a legend?
By the end, it felt less like an interview and more like a therapy session gone wrong. He was loud, emotional, and all over the place. It wasn't entertaining. It was exhausting. If Benzino's goal was to make people uncomfortable, mission accomplished. Benzino went all in, but Turk's oversharing made everyone uncomfortable.
And he say he graduated. He made a statement and graduated. You feel me? Graduated was meaning that he went from
cocaine.
snorting coke to heroin. You know what I'm saying?
Hell of a graduation.
Yeah, it was a hell of a graduation. You know,
graduation.
and then on top of that, you had the females, right, who ain't making no better, talking about they want the dope dick. You know what I'm saying? So the dope dick make a nigga go all night. So, you know, if you're a 1 minute man, you turn into a 30-minute man. Like, that's 29 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So, you feel me? Yeah, so, you know, and I ain't lying, I was a 1 minute man, you feel me? Because the powder make you nut fast, you feel me? So, I'm tired of being a 1 minute man, you feel me? I gotta, you know, give me 29 more minutes, you feel me? So, you know, I just, you know, I tried it, bro, at a DJ, which is like little block parties, you feel me? And, man, it felt so good. Like, this high is a high where you don't even wanna, you know, you don't give a fuck about nothing else. You feel just that good, you feel me? Like, and the flip side, when you don't have it, you feel just that bad.
Turk's interview was something else entirely. The guy didn't hold back, like at all. He came in ready to spill every detail about his life, but instead of giving us interesting stories, he dove headfirst into oversharing territory. And I'm talking deep oversharing.
Then on top of that, you had the females, right, who ain't making no better, talking about they want the dope dick. You know what I'm saying? So the dope dick make a nigga go all night. So, you know, if you're a 1 minute man, you turn into a 30-minute man. Like, that's 29 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So, you feel me? Yeah, so, you know.
He started off talking about his time in prison, and at first it was like, okay, this could be interesting. But then he went into graphic details about, well, everything. From his drug use to weirdly specific stories about his relationships, it was a lot. At one point, he casually mentioned stuff about his graduation from cocaine to heroin like it was a rite of passage. Everyone in the room was like, did he really just say that?
And you was like, yo, you know, I had sex in jail. And then people took that part.
Cause they dumb.
Yeah. They took that.
How about an exclusive?
Okay.
I fucked, man.
Wait, what?
I fucked.
Okay.
You heard me? Now let me tell y'all something about See, I'm not gonna get telling y'all who I you feel me? But if you're a real street nigga, you already know who I fucked. You see what I'm saying? See, a lot of y'all be like, he must have fucked a punk because y'all don't got no fucking status, man. I'm a gangster, man. Man, nigga, I shot 2 police.
Right, real talk.
Listen, man.
And then, just when you thought it couldn't get any weirder, Turk started throwing shade at Jilly the Kid. He called him out for being a clout chaser and basically accused him of ghosting him once Jilly got famous. The energy shifted, and you could feel the awkwardness hanging in the air. Turk was out here airing private grievances like it was no big deal, but it felt more like he was venting than actually telling a story.
Bro, look, Turk a real telling the truth, not hating. You ain't getting me on $1 million worth of game, homie. Straight up. Why? You clout chasing. That's what you doing. That's what you doing. We had conversation. You talk about my little bro, you wrote for him. You ain't right for no Lil Wayne, nigga.
By the end of it, everyone seemed drained. Turk's openness wasn't empowering. It was just uncomfortable. It was one of those interviews where you're left thinking, maybe some things are better left unsaid. Honestly, the whole thing felt like it should have been a private conversation, not a public podcast. After Turk's oversharing, DMX's emotional reflections brought a different kind of energy.
And you had the chance to be independent.
Right. But it wasn't my label. It was with another label.
It was with another label.
Yeah,
that's
so
a difference.
I couldn't stand that.
That's gonna be a difference.
I know you was
They play games and they don't take shit. Yeah, I would love to be independent.
Right. You would love to be with your label, though.
Right.
Under your shit.
From the moment he walked in, he brought that signature energy, like you could feel his presence through the screen. He wasn't just there to talk. He was there to share. He opened up about his struggles with addiction, his faith, and how music saved his life. It wasn't just a typical interview. It felt like DMX was giving a sermon, pouring his heart out with every word.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had Young Berg on here, Hitmaker.
Yeah,
and he told us how he signed you, and you also took his first piece of pussy.
I didn't know it was his first. We had his first piece.
He was ever going to have.
But then, as only DMX could, he took a hard left into conspiracy territory. 1 second he's talking about faith, and the next he's diving into these wild theories about the music industry and the people running it. It was like riding a roller coaster where the highs were deeply moving and the lows made you question if you should even be on this ride.
Yeah, he said that you said to the homegirl, he said, yo, I think you love your person.
So you want to get a drink or something? Yeah, but see,
the girl too. He said, yo, ex gave me the girl name too.
He took it back.
DMX stole my first piece of that I ever was gonna get. I get off the elevator or whatever, and I got the girl with me. I'm talking about, I'm literally putting the key inside the hotel door, and X room open. He like a dog for real in real life. Like the nigga, he opened the door as soon as I'm walking in my, he like.
And then came the cringe moment. DMX starts beatboxing, which, let's be real, was amazing. And NORE decides to jump in with some impromptu rapping. Big mistake. It was so offbeat and awkward that you could almost hear the collective sigh from everyone watching. DMX didn't even bother hiding his reaction. His face said it all.
We was gladiators,
right.
For real.
Right, yeah,
we had fights with the grown-up houses. You know what I'm saying? Right. They called niggas coffee drinkers back there. Like, yo, coffee drinkers popping up. Like, what? The adolescents?
Yeah.
Reckless.
C-74, that was crazy.
Right. You was there? Around the same time?
Yeah, not that time. No. That's the real time right there. I ain't gonna lie. HDM too. HDM. Remember HDM?
Despite the chaos, there were moments of pure gold. When DMX talked about wanting to save just one person through his music, it hit hard. He was brutally honest about his flaws, but also so passionate about his purpose. That's what made this interview unforgettable. DMX was unapologetically himself, and that's why people loved him. DMX's raw honesty was unforgettable, but Jack Thriller's beef with 2 Chainz was just plain messy.
He finally comes in. He comes up, he's peeking in the door, and he like, calls the PA over. Yo, get that out of here.
Ooh. Wait, cause you was in his room?
And I was in the TI room.
Oh.
It was their room.
Okay, that was Atlanta.
Yeah, and yo, T.I.
now
finna
from
kick me out.
You from New York now. Once you work for a New York company, you from New York.
No, I'm from Atlanta all day in the hallway.
They done kicked you out of there. 2 Chainz powerful enough to kick you out.
Nah, he ain't.
Okay.
Nah, he ain't. But check this out.
And y'all in Atlanta? Where's this out again?
I came and saw him in New York.
Jack came in hot, ready to air out all his grievances with 2 Chainz. You could tell from the start he'd been waiting for this moment. So what does he do? He gets NORE to call 2 Chainz live on air. Yeah, because that's a good idea, right?
All right, you listen. I told this Jack Thriller he a bitch. He's standing right here and you know what I'm saying? But he tried to say he you and shit. Is that correct? I know you told me you me up, so I know you him up. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Hold on. What now, bro?
All right, Jack.
Yo, tell him Combat said what up, man.
Combat Jack is here. He got nothing to do with this boy. All right, but Jack Thriller's here, and he talking about some old beef with you. I told him, I said 2 Chainz official.
Man, bro.
What happened with you and Jack?
The second 2 Chainz picked up, Jack went all in, calling him a coward and accusing him of being fake. It was bold, but let's be real. It wasn't smart. 2 Chainz didn't hesitate to clap back, and when he did, he went off. He completely shut Jack down, calling him out and basically dragging him in front of everyone. You could feel the energy in the room shift. Everyone was uncomfortable, but nobody wanted to step in.
Let me let you hear me, boy. Listen, boy, you was a dumb boy. You hear me, boy? Do you hear me now?
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
No more holding my nuts on. Hey, listen, boy. Listen, no more classes, boy. You was a dumb boy. Leave my name out your mouth. You trying to go get credit, telling what really happened. Ain't nothing really happened. What really happened is you was a That what really happened.
The shouting match just kept escalating. Jack tried to hold his ground, but you could tell he was losing steam. Meanwhile, 2 Chainz was in full-on roast mode, making sure Jack knew exactly where he stood. By the end of the call, Jack looked like he regretted the whole thing. And honestly, he should have.
Hey, 2 Chainz, you need to take a motherfucking chill pill right now, dog. Cause you got me fucked up, shout. I ain't even.
Don't hate me, nigga.
2 Chainz. 2 Chainz, check this out, folks. You need to chill the out, for real talk.
This never happens on the Combat Jack show.
This is like drinking and driving.
Boy, the last time my mama spitted this nigga on the carpet, I swear to God. This nigga right here trying to send me the right street. Pussy ass nigga. One-eyed pussy nigga. That nigga's one-eyed nigga.
I need a drink.
2 Chainz, you need to.
Combat Jack show. The Combat Jack show. The Combat Jack. The Combat Jack show.
I was uncomfortable the whole conversation.
Yo, man, we're not trying to go that route, man.
Yo, shut up.
It was one of those moments where you could feel secondhand embarrassment creeping in. Like, why bring up old beef if you're not ready to handle the heat? Jack thought he'd come out on top, but 2 Chainz made sure he walked away with his tail between his legs. Awkward, intense, and completely unnecessary. Classic drink champs. Jack's failed attempt at settling old scores couldn't compare to Puff Daddy's Vegas chaos.
That's right.
Out in the game,
That's
and you
right.
don't understand being number 1. So here's to being number
That's
1 and
right.
not 2.
That's
Here's
right.
to the 1 and not the 2. The 1 and not the 2. You gotta handle it, baby.
Woo! Now, Diddy, that famous Source Award speech where Suge got up there and he said, dancing all in the videos and all that. Did you thought that was you immediately or it had to hit you later?
I really couldn't believe it because homeboy, me and him were friends.
Wow.
In
Who,
a
Suge
sense.
and you?
Yeah. He would pick me up from the airport.
This time, it's during a Drink Champs episode where he completely hijacked the vibe to talk about partying in Vegas. Now, this wasn't your average Vegas is wild kind of story. Puff came in extra. He straight up said people should skip church to keep the party going. Like, who says that? Everyone in the room looked half amused, half shocked, but Puff wasn't slowing down.
And we gotta break some news here. He picked me up from the airport, the whole entire thing, and so it kind of had me taken back because I spoke to them as they were there.
Right. So when he picked you up at the airport, is it pre-death row, like when he was the bodyguard?
I was the first. First of all, I was the first young in the game, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
From 17.
Hands down.
And so then I was the first young cat coming out
Like
here.
Uptown
Soul
Records
Train
era
Music
and all that,
Awards, you know what I'm saying? Renting the fly cars from the African cats out there. So, you know, I was really bumping with the cats out here. I used to have the CeeLo and the Crap games.
Then came the zesty comments. Puff has this way of making things weirdly personal, and this was no exception. He was interrupting guests left and right, dropping these overly enthusiastic one-liners that just didn't land. You could feel the awkwardness building with every word he said.
A lot of love. You know, I really had thought we were cool, you know what I'm saying? Cool acquaintances, you know what I'm saying? Just being respectful from people coming into other cities and stuff. And so when he had said, I was like, whoa, I definitely feel where that's coming from. I know that what? Yeah. Are they crazy? I was like, wow, and I was like, you know, I could blow this thing up right now, you know?
Very true.
You know, and
The real kicker, though, was when someone tried to leave quietly. Puff wasn't having it. He started yelling across the room, basically forcing them to stay. It was one of those moments where you're watching and thinking, is this for real? Is this really happening right now? It's like Puff had decided he was the main character and everyone else was just background noise.
I just felt it was really dangerous, you know what I'm saying, in a way, because the crowd was really with me and with Bad Boy.
And said, he said they could have did that.
Yeah, they were just looking for the word or the, like, throw something up and it's just crazy. And so then, you know, we went to the tunnel, you know what I'm saying, and you know, homeboy was in the tunnel, you know, and we go and have a conversation.
By the end of it, the whole thing felt like a fever dream. Puff was doing his best to keep the energy high, but honestly, it just made everyone uncomfortable. He might have thought he was bringing the fun, but all he brought was chaos. Typical Puff, unpredictable, over the top, and completely unforgettable. But let's be real, sometimes it's just too much. Puff stirred the pot again, but Kanye's tight jeans comment was pure Kanye.
So, but when you wear the White Lives Matter shirt, it kind of takes away from everything from black people. Because what it is like the same way you wore the
Confederate
flag. And we're like, damn. And I know you. I love you. You my brother. So I take this. And I'm a real and I'm a real in the streets every day. But even me, I question, like, why would you try to, like, even when you said, you know, George Floyd, and you said, George Floyd, like, and you said, I could prove that somebody wasn't on his neck. We don't even care about that,
because we don't care.
But let me finish. We black people, we Black Panthers, the people that you gotta quit. We with you when it was time for you to say that it's the with you. We want to continue to follow you. We do. You are yay. But when the White Lives Matter, we know White Lives Matter. We know that. But Black Lives Matter when we are getting killed every single day. We have to notice that.
But since that happened, we haven't got killed less. We got killed more. We broke more up. You gotta understand, it's like what I'm doing is tight jeans. If you think about a Meek Mill's outfit and you picture him, you're gonna picture him in some tight jeans. But the same mentality would have been Beanie telling me and Pharrell to come out the closet because he was wearing tight jeans.
So Kanye on Drink Champs. You know it's going to be a ride, but the whole tight jeans moment, that was Kanye doing what Kanye does best, stirring the pot. He started by taking shots at Meek Mill, mocking his political activism. And instead of engaging with what Meek was actually doing, Kanye boiled it all down to a joke about tight jeans. Like, really? Tight jeans? That's where we're going?
Back in the days.
Yeah.
And then I got on tape, I say, yo, don't try me like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Sephora and now me and Beanie, we good. Like everybody know I'm Michael. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no one, you know what I'm saying?
But
so
guess what? I agree.
It's like
I agree.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
can you talk? Can you let me talk?
Yeah.
But I agree. I agree with everything you say. But we really getting killed out here, yeah? Yeah, listen. We're really getting killed out here. Our little brothers, God bless our
the
children.
T-shirt's
Listen,
not
hold
gonna
on.
change it,
You
though.
have children named Nori, Chicago. Imagine Nori in Chicago comes to you and says, yo, they call me a n-. And then Nori says to you, well, why they call me a n-? And they say, because they said black lives didn't matter.
No. White lives matter doesn't mean that black lives don't matter.
Yes.
Right, that's the thing. That's the
what we need you to
conversation.
say.
That's the conversation.
That's what we need you to say, yeah?
It didn't stop there. Kanye used the platform to clown on other rappers too. He was throwing out names and taking jabs left and right, but instead of witty critiques, it just felt petty. The energy shifted. What could have been an interesting discussion about the industry turned into Kanye making it all about him. It's like he had a list of people to roast and was checking them off one by one.
Separated from the organization.
But let's just be clear. That's like saying, you know,
The Catholic Church don't love Jesus or something. The Catholic Church did shit bad.
Wu-Tang.
Something bad.
Wu-Tang. But let me tell you something. Wu-Tang.
It's for the children.
It's for the children. It's forever.
Wu-Tang is for the children.
It's
Yes,
for
it
the
is.
children.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
Jay.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Wu-Tang was, I don't give a if Devon or whatever is for anybody else. But guess what? Wu-Tang is still for the children. And that's what I want you. Fuck Black Lives Matter.
Don't say that. Don't say that. You can cancel. You can get canceled by the Jewish media.
No,
Say,
no.
Black Lives Matter.
No, when I say that, what I mean is Black Lives Matter as an organization.
By the end, it wasn't even funny anymore. His comments felt less like playful banter and more like personal attacks. You could see the hosts trying to keep the mood light, but the tension was obvious. It's Kanye, though, so what else can you expect? He walked in, dropped his hot takes, and left everyone wondering what just happened. Classic, yeah. Unpredictable and always pushing the limits. Kanye's jabs were intense, but Snoop Dogg's smooth takeover of Death Row was on another level.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So, and I wasn't trying to test the system. I was just trying to put some peace in the air because I was like, you know what? Maybe if I say that I really feel, maybe they'll say, you know what? It ain't that bad. And then you speed the clock up and find out that Biggie didn't have nothing to do with Tupac getting shot.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
That's up.
Yeah. That's up. It's
Right?
really is up.
It is really, and I
It
had
really
to take
is.
all of that shit on my head from out here, from out here, saying, how you gonna ride with them ass cuz and pop cotton and pop? I'm like, do my values. What's happening? You got a problem? Come see me.
First off, Snoop's just sitting there, breaking down how he took over Death Row like it was nothing. Straight boss moves. He's talking about pulling all the Death Row music off Spotify, like, nah, they don't pay enough. And then he's dropping gems about turning it into a metaverse powerhouse. I mean, who else is out here owning their masters and flipping the whole game?
And I posted that. I posted a picture of me, you, and Diddy. And I said, Bad Boy, Death Row NFT. Or I said something like that. And I can't lie to you, Snoop. So many people was like, what the f*** are you talking about? Bad Boy?
Well, you know your
Death
show
Row?
is controversial, so you gotta understand there's gonna be a lot of drunk.
But the best part? The way Snoop just casually flexes about how he's been branding other people's stuff for decades, like Instagram. He was the first celeb on there, and now they're a billion-dollar company, thanks to his clout. And he's doing all this while sipping wine, dropping smooth one-liners, and just vibing.
Anywhere else?
Nah, it was what it was. It was that era was exactly what they sung about. It was depicted. It was everyday life. I wasn't in the rap game at the time, so I was in the streets. And a lot of that shit they was rapping about was actually happening like daily. Like all of that shit. So it was like to see their life story on screen, it was educational for me too. Because I wasn't in the NWA circle. I was just a fan. So to see their story brought to life and how they came to life and how it inspired me was dope as fuck. So one day soon, I hope to tell my life story so people can be inspired by that.
You see Michelle Lake documentary?
I ain't see that shit.
Oh, and Puff Daddy called him up, trying to collab on a Bad Boy Death Row NFT project. You'd think there'd still be beef, but Snoop's all about that growth and love energy. It's like, who even argues with Snoop Dogg? The man's untouchable, and the way he owns the room? That's legendary. Honestly, this wasn't an interview. It was a masterclass in staying relevant and owning your empire.